Ding dong, the witch is dead. Just kidding. It's your boy Matthew Fontaine with another episode of the Morning Tapes podcast. You know, it's days like this where I'm kind of just heartbroken. I really am. I'm kind of just heartbroken about today. Yeah. Let's just go into this one. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Morning Tapes podcast. This episode came out a little bit late. That's my bad. But this is a very, very depressing episode this week. We have some interesting topics to go over, but I'm just going to get straight to the point. I'm recording this at 11 p.m. on a Wednesday night. I typically upload on Wednesdays on 8 a.m. It's a little late. I'm sorry about the delay. However, we have some very depressing news. Roughly an hour ago, it was confirmed by the creators. People from Adult Swim as well had confirmed that the hit show Smiling Friends is being canceled after 3 seasons. That's just it. I was not expecting that. I love this show. Great background noise for doing. It's a very immature show. Obviously, this is a little bit satire. I am sad. I'm a little bit bummed. I'm acting like the world's about to explode. It's not. I'm just very sad because I do love this show. Smiling Friends was a very funny show. I guess not a lot of people liked it. I guess. Seemed like a lot of people did. It was very funny. The jokes were very much out there. But I just don't understand how a show like Smiling Friends gets canceled when a show like Big Mouth can run for 8 seasons and everyone hating it, and yet the show keeps on going. Granted, the show did end, but now the creators are making another show called The Mating Season, which is pretty much just the same concept of just inappropriate jokes, this time with animals instead of teenagers. Not funny. I haven't seen one episode of Big Mouth, and I don't want to. I'm so shocked by the news that Smiling Friends is getting canceled. This is absurd. But yeah, a few hours ago, it was brought to my attention that the show Smiling Friends will have 2 more episodes remaining, and then it's just gone forever. I definitely recommend Smiling Friends if you haven't seen it. With that out of the way, let's get into today's topic of discussion. I'm just going to do a friendly reminder. If this is your first time listening to this podcast, I am an aspiring film creator, and I'm looking to create content for, I want to do it as a job, and I'm currently studying film and television, and last week, I posted a Google form which had 3 ideas which I'm trying to create into films, and you can now vote for it. The deadline is March 6th. If you want to, feel free to. And yeah, visit the website. It's on YouTube. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, make sure you go visit the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Morning Tapes Podcast YouTube channel. It helps me out a lot. The other thing I wanted to talk about, I actually recorded this episode yesterday, but I actually hated it so much. I hated the recording. I had like no motivation at all. It was like midday, and I don't know why I'm always drained in like the middle of the day. I always have more energy towards like the end of it. Makes no sense. It makes no goddamn sense at all. But here I am. Yeah. And I just feel a lot better now. Until a couple hours ago when I found out Smiling Friends was getting canceled. I'm still upset about that. But doesn't matter. The main topic that I did want to discuss this week was the fact that A24 and Blumhouse have released the trailer for the Backrooms film, which is very interesting. I feel like cinema is kind of entering a new world or a new era of the small content creators, not small, but I guess content creators in general. Markiplier with his Iron Lung film that came out, that did pretty well. He made, I don't know how many, he made millions of dollars from that. Like, I want to say 50 million, if that's right. Great for him. I haven't seen it yet, but I do want to. I also heard that the director for the Backrooms film is, his name is Kane Parsons, I believe, and he is going to be directing the film, and he is the creator of a YouTube channel named Kane Pixels, I believe is the name. He's A24's youngest director ever, so that's very interesting. He has just shy of 3 million subscribers on YouTube, and he has made various backroom shorts, horror short films. Yeah, he's doing pretty much what I want to do. I would love to pitch an idea to A24 so they can give me money. I want money. And yeah, to just give him a good idea. So great for Kane Parsons. I'm talking like I know the kid. I don't. But yeah, he's about 19, 20 years old. And he's making movie magic. So great for him. I should have his motivation. I wish I was doing that right now. But I am 20 years old, studying film and television. And I released a film about a not so interesting topic, anxiety. Give me a break. It seemed like a good idea at first, but yeah. The Backrooms, I'm very excited for. I will be watching that when it does come out. And yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to talk about for this episode. We are kind of running a little bit short. I kind of wanted at least 10 minutes for this week's episode, so I can talk about. I can rant about myself. Yeah, let me just rant about myself for another few minutes, huh? I'm going back on the topic of if you guys vote for a film, which you can do right now on the Font Films YouTube channel or on the website as well, link in the description on YouTube, by the way. If you vote for a film that is different from Mr. Benevolent, that's fine. The most popular one, right, I think it's a 50-50 tie currently for Mr. Benevolent and The Most Brutal Sound. Mr. Benevolent focuses on a realistic situation between a couple, and it follows the male character going through rehab. He has an alcohol addiction, and it just tells a story of him. It's going to be emotional. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster, and I love it. And then The Most Brutal Sound is 50-50, and it is a not so realistic situation with an alien invasion. I have some great ideas of what I want to do for that, and I am excited to write that as well if that's the one that you guys end up choosing. Like I said, you guys do have until March 6th to go write that one, but I have been writing Mr. Benevolent for my screenwriting class, which I'm taking right now in college. I'm just absolutely loving the things that I'm doing with that film, and if that's the one that you guys end up choosing, that just means a quicker production rate. And yeah, so if you guys choose Mr. Benevolent, expect it to take less time because it's already pretty much written. It's pretty much already there. And if you guys choose The Most Brutal Sound instead, then yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for this week. We got some fresh, hot, steamy news. This just came out like 30 minutes ago, half an hour, maybe an hour ago, that Smiling Friends is going to be over in just 2 short episodes. 20 minutes left of Smiling Friends. Unless they change their mind, unless they decide to come back. Hopefully they do. Yeah. I really shouldn't care about it. I am 20 years old and I am sad about a cartoon on Adult Swim being canceled. So, and that's the reason why I'm not directing Backrooms. So thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Morning Tapes podcast, and I will talk to you guys next week. Bye, guys.